these are edible.
Like agroforest.
Absolutely.
Like a nice,
Agroforest.
beautiful
There's
agroforest.
tobacco there. I make sure that everything, you get a bit of everything. There's a shampoo ginger.
Shampoo ginger.
Shampoo, so it's a ginger plant that makes a flower, and then you can squeeze it and soap come out, and you can wash with it. So there's
beautiful.
that. Mulberry tree. So a lot of all of it is for all the insects, for all the birds, for all the underground guys, and for all the humans, and even enough for the monkeys.
Yeah, no doubt.
And then chickens and ducks, we feed them.
Nice,
That
beautiful.
as well, and they free range around.
And how to take care of the chicken if some eagles around?
They've got roosters protecting them.
I got it.
And they've got lots of trees to go under, so that's cool. This is yacon, which is a Peruvian ground apple. That's a monkey-proof apple because it grows underground.
Yes.
So if you know that.
It's not like sweet potato.
Yeah.
The cashew.
Nice and juicy. You know?
Ah, yeah, I tried it.
It's amazing, eh?
Beautiful.
And then spinach. I don't grow a lot of common vegetables because there's so many weeds you can eat.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that, for example, is Chinese ginseng, which is also another name, but it looks like a brain. So it's brain food. Connects the two halves, so it gives you a nice boost. You don't have to drink a Red Bull or whatever energy drink. That's it, you know. Most plants and weeds are adaptogenic, so they'll adapt to your body and see where they need to do the healing, the nurturing, and so on.
Wow.
Yeah, so always bananas everywhere. The ducks eat a whole bunch of green bananas. We use green bananas for curries and chips, and obviously ripe bananas. It's a very nice thing.
I didn't know ducks like green bananas. Nice.
Yeah, and then there's dragon fruit coming up.
Oh, nice.
This, for example, is a mellow variety, which is, I've just forgotten the name, but that is for teeth. If you have any tooth problem, instead of going to the dentist, you make a tea with that or eat the weeds, immediately relieves pain and then heals whatever problem you have. And then I've got...
I will just chew it?
Yeah. Nice. Especially the most plants, you want to eat the young leaves. Like obviously all the power is in the new things. You know? Yeah, so that's a lot of them around. And then I've got diesel trees, so eventually it doesn't compete with food. It makes a big fruit with a huge nut that you squeeze, and then you can run your car on biofuels. Yeah, so I've got a couple of them in, but that's going to take many years.
Nice.
Peach trees, obviously lots of cassava.
Cassava.
Lots of that, I love cassava.
Ah, in Brazil, we love it too.
And there's another, that's coriander, that's Vietnamese coriander. Don't know if you've ever smell that. Like a strange smell, but all corianders smell kind of strange. Yeah, nice.
Delicious.
You can eat the leaves as well. The animals also love the leaves. Lots of things. Jackfruits over there.
Beautiful.
Tree tomatoes, the tamarillos over there.
Oh, nice.
And then lots of, like I've got a couple of, so for spinach, we've got spinach trees. That's the leaf there for spinach, and they get bigger and bigger. There's another one
So
there.
beautiful, NIKO.
Apple
Your
tree.
garden.
This is called, I think, but it's also a spinach. It's a wild spinach. I can't remember exactly the name. That's also a nice edible. And then all these things. There's so many of these. They make a white little flower like that, called creeping foxglove. Very nice
The
spinach
flowers
as well. All of it, we call it mfino or morogo in Zulu.
Nice.
And they're all edibles. Like, and that one there obviously is, I'm sure you know, amaranth. We've got about 8 or 9 different kinds of amaranth, which is a good vegetable. Family of quinoa.
Ah, the same family of the quinoa?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Also, when it grows seeds, it's a protein. So you can use it as a cereal.
Oh, nice.
Mash it, make breads. And then that's a wild plum. A Natal wild plum. It grows into big bushes and makes a beautiful red fruit, but it's a wild one.
Nice.
So we call it num num as well. And there's peach trees there, beans growing there, guavas, have lots of them.
Yes. Amazing.
Liquats over there. And
How you call this one here?
Tamarillo.
Tamarillo.
Tree tomato. And funny, the monkeys don't like to eat it. So.
Oh, yeah? But the fruits are edible?
Yeah, I'll show you down there. We can have a bite.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's very nice to, and of course, guavas. I mean, the avos. We have a lot of avos.
Nice.
Usually we forage whatever lands on the ground, we just grab it, you know.
Amazing.
But there's so much
Yes, amazing.
of everything. And there's amadumbi, which is a root vegetable. It likes to grow near water. Those almost look like elephant's ears or pig's ears. Lots of that around. And this is a wild lettuce, but it's going to seed. It usually, you can see how cool are the leaves.
Which one is this?
It's a wild lettuce. When it's small, the leaves are nice. Now when it goes to flower, anything that goes to flower to make seeds is bitter.
I see.
Can't really eat it anymore. So, but it seeds again, and that's where our lettuce we buy at the shop comes from. But we tamed it. We made it more nice for the humans to eat. But because like people like me don't eat sugar or processed foods, for me these things are nice.
Yeah.
That is going to be, that's a yellow everlasting. It's not an edible. It's a divining plant. So it grows long and makes dry yellow flowers, which the indigenous people use to charm, to make magic, you know, doing all those protection things.
Wow.
That's one of our wild weeds. Smell that guy. You can also eat it. We call it kakibos.
Kakibos.
Or blackjacks. And then this is a different kind
Delicious.
as well. Also nice to eat for everybody. Gooseberries. You know, I don't know if you know gooseberries.
Ah, yeah, this
That's
is
a
good.
nice one. There you go.
Oh, thank you so much. I love
Nice
it.
there. More cassavas. And then also I'm planting a row of bananas here to shield because the wind comes from there. And I've got 2 pink bananas that side. Some
Oh,
of those,
nice.
which will come eventually. Yeah, and I mean there's so many things. Morning glories, which is a weed, but also you can eat the leaves and the flowers. Some people say it's part of the deadly nightshade family. Others eat it. So I don't know. Chickens
You
like
ate it already?
Yeah, we can eat it.
And nothing happens.
And it's nice to have, yeah, again, little bit.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Everything is so strong
Yeah, that's
from
true.
nature that anything you eat too much of is
If you
going to do something.
exaggerate, yes.
So it's nice to have a variety in the
Maybe a little bit of these nightshade principles can also help you with worms or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anything that's supposed to be a toxin or bad is actually also good. I mean,
Yeah, if you know how to use it.
Yeah. And just a little bit, your body will also, if it's natural, it'll just use what it needs and reject the other stuff. You know? That's a white chapote apple. Here's a bigger diesel tree.
Big?
The diesel trees are not really made for South African or this condition. It's very wet here. But I mean, it's coming. It will eventually win.
What they call it, diesel tree?
It's got another name. One can look it up because we make diesel, biodiesel.
Ah, it's possible to make biodiesel.
That's the one to make biodiesel because it's not you can't eat it. So there's no competition.
Oh,
I've also got moringa trees you can also
moringa.
squeeze to make oil, but that's more of a nice food and a medicine.
Beautiful.
There's a jackfruit over there.
Jackfruit.
This guy here. And then there's a sausage tree. It's a South African tree. It makes sausage fruit, but not for humans, for animals.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, everything is here. Yeah, lots more. That's a pigeonwood. The birds planted it, and it makes a nice trellis, which is a thing where the beans grow onto. And look at these beans.
Ooh, nice.
They're going to be massive. They get
Yes.
big white ones like that, which are absolutely beautiful. And that's a boerboon, which is a tree that will make beans hanging from it.
Nice.
And there's pepper dew, you know, sweet pecan pepper dew, custard apple coming. They're all babies. Pumpkins in between.
Yeah, with time everything will be so big and beautiful.
Absolutely, you know, and there's always food. I can at any time on the land, I've only been here for
You'll never
almost
stop
3
eating.
years. I can cook for 50 to 60 people anytime.
Yeah, that's amazing.
There's, you know, you just forage and you get a lot of stuff and we make basil, lots of herbs in between. And then from seed I've planted some date palms. So dates, so we'll see. I've never seen anybody with date palms, but they're coming. You know,
Ah, beautiful.
10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And look at this amaranth over here, how beautiful that is.
Big and beautiful.
Stunning. And then obviously rosemary's there. Lots of indigenous plants that are also very good medicinal. For example, African potato. The bulb, the root of it, they use it for arthritis, even cancer curing stuff, you know,
Amazing.
whatever. And then our prickly pears, they're still babies. Makes a nice big cactus plants with fruits and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, so a lot of curry tree over there.
Yeah, this amaranth I tried there in Johannesburg.
Yeah.
This one here, people had that in there, don't they?
Okay, yes. Yeah. Let's see if it's anything urgent.
No problem. So delicious. So delicious. Very cheap.
Gives you a curry taste. So what's nice? Smell that. So,
Nice. Yes.
so yummy.
Delicious.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
lots
also
of gooseberries, more.
aromatherapy.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, and then it flavors the food nicely. Then we've got these indigenous blackberries, very sharp thorns that I've kind of cut paths in so we can get in between. So around about usually winter time, they've got blackberries, and then they have planted a red pepper tree, which gives us that red piquant pepper, which is very nice.
Nice.
Obviously, and then we've got lots of wildness here, which is lovely. Lots of the indigenous. I mean, look at the butterflies.
Yes.
So the indigenous wild grasses that we also try and keep, you know, and incorporate. So you can see lots of guava trees still over there.
It's
I make the
complete.
path quite big so that the cars can also come through when
Nice.
they need to do things. And it's
Yeah, nice.
accessible, you know.
But yeah, it's complete.
Yeah. Yeah, and everything. Yeah, like I said, tobacco. There's another nice amaranth here. Some nut trees over there. Yeah, there's so many things. Yeah, I'm sure there's some ripe ones here.
And this plant here is original from South Africa. Oh, so,
Most food plants are not from South Africa, funny enough.
yeah.
People always say, oh, it's not indigenous. Yeah, well, carrots, none of these things
Yeah, of
are
course.
really, you know. But yeah, I mean, that's, so we have a nice balance.
But would you say this is an African fruit or it comes from another continent?
Well, I suppose cassava is kind of an African fruit in a way. Guavas probably, although they say it comes from China. It's hard to tell anymore. We don't know.
Yeah, everything is
There's
global.
and so many years, you know, of definitely apple trees, peaches. None of it comes from South Africa. We have wild versions in the wilds, but people's taste buds become
How you call it?
Tamarillo.
Tamarillo.
Yeah.
It remembers a little bit passion fruit.
Yeah,
Maybe it's from the same family, right?
definitely.
New Zealand spinach.
Yeah, and this is another kind of blackberry. Yeah, lots of chilies, jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
This is our compost.
So we throw it here?
Yeah, so that's where we yeah, you can throw it there, absolutely. Yeah, then and they have a grow room there with all our seeds. And that's the sushi.
Shoo.
So I would say lots of
Yeah.
everywhere.
We love it in Brazil.
Yeah, it's so nice because the ducks also eat it, the chickens eat it, we eat it. So that's kind of a list of all the plants we've got. All
Wow.
the different kind of trees, vegetables and beans and grains, herbs and spices we grow, wild mushrooms that are on the land, wild berries and weeds. So
Nice.
it gives you a nice.
Oh, I want to take a picture of it.
And then the ducks give us nice eggs and we eat the meat.
Beautiful place, beautiful place.
Yeah, and obviously we're totally off grid. There's no.
Yeah.
Our water is very nice, borehole water, clean to drink, rainwater, and solar and whatever. Yeah, so here's mostly vegetables that the monkeys will eat. There's grapes inside here, more charity, cherry trees, apple trees, and then veg, whatever veg we plant, you know, between sweet potatoes, carrots, whatever else. And there's lots of spiders inside here that help to eat the insect because the birds can't get in, which is a bit sad. But and then there's pawpaws and those kind of things as well. Yeah, I mean that's a whole another
universe.
lot in there.
Another universe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Man, congratulations.
But Lekker, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the duck coop. So at night they go in and the babies stay in.
I
Otherwise,
see.
some birds will eat them. So there are
Okay.
protected areas for smaller ones and the mothers and the families. You know? So and then at night they all come line up. I bring food as well for at night and weeds and whatever else they eat at night. In the morning they come out.
I see. Nice.
Well, it's nice to have pets kind of that fly. They can go anywhere, but they like to be here.
Yeah, that's true.
They choose to be at home.
I mean-
There's all citrus down here, so all oranges this side, which is again a winter fruit. That side of the fence, there's also citrus, but more like lemons and things, and then lots of pumpkins growing out of them.
Amazing. Pumpkins. Pumpkins. Ooh, nice.
Orange of the season. There, you know?
Oranges.
Yeah, and then tomatoes. I don't grow normal tomatoes. These are baby tomatoes. They grow everywhere.
I see.
And all year round you'll have lots of beautiful, nice. The more red it is, the sweeter, obviously.
But they are solanaceas, they are tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so when you get a red one,
Oh, that's...
look at all those red ones.
All right, I'm gonna grab one.
They are so yummy. I'll go in there, step on it, doesn't matter.
nice.
They grow wild. Just
Look
like
at
we do.
this. Nice.
Yeah, the more red, the sweeter. And also the monkeys don't eat them, and they're not hard to grow. In this area, it's hard to grow the big tomatoes because of the mold and the wet. And I don't have time to set and try
Of course,
and grow.
yes.
It's something I just want to grow well, whatever.
It's like agroforest.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's more nice. And then you take all the pumpkins in here. So as long as we grow a lot of everything, and I mean all the tomatoes there, it's crazy. There's our lemon trees coming there. I actually have to move some of the lemon trees there where it's more sun.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
that's
like
true.
the shade. You know?
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
We're also just learning and adapting as we go.
Yeah.
And then I need some more nut trees. I've got quite a few, but I want some pecan nuts there. So that's all long-term projects.
Nice.
And then we're a nice community where we've got these engineers, there's car mechanics, there's crazy people like me.
Everybody's helping
Yeah,
everybody.
everybody can work together, so we help each other with whatever, builders, plumbers.
Nice.
This
Elderberry.
elderberry, all these big trees with the flowers, so that makes it's almost like echinacea, where it makes blackberries, and you cook it and make a syrup, and it helps to boost immune.
Oh, nice.
And you add honey to it, makes it sweet, so the kids will drink it. So there's that as well. All around, again, more arrow trees. Yeah, guys, we'll leave in about 10 minutes. I'll blow it more. Yeah, here's obviously our wrinkled fireplace where we cook. Busy building up. We've got a kitchen in there. We're going to break open
And then
here
we give it to the
and make it a bit more like a safari kitchen. And then we'll invite the public for a wild meal once a week or something. And the children will help cook and answer. Yeah, more curry trees, way more. Do you know stinging nettle? This is a stinging nettle, almost like poison ivy.
Oh.
But good to eat. And also if you have inflammation or sore muscles, then you can hit yourself like that, and all those tiny little needles inject into you, and there is an anti-inflammatory.
Wow,
So it'll
nice.
take down the swelling, take away pain, backache, whatever. And you can also eat it if you cook it,
Okay.
and make it nice tea, very nice tea.
Oh, nice.
Again, basil there. That's a wild wormwood, mugwort wormwood. We have 3 kinds of them, like Artemisia family. Absinthe, you know absinthe?
Absence, yes.
Yeah, one of them you make absinthe from, the real absinthe.
Nice.
And they're all very good to get rid of parasites. If you have tick bite fever, all those kinds of things.
Nice.
Now, this is the indigenous one, the African one.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean you can smell. It's got a very nice smell.
nice.
I also use it, I dry it and use it as incense to burn, and it makes it smell nice. Yeah, and mints in between, there's basil.
It smells nice.
Mulberry trees. The mulberry trees also nice to make blackberries, and the leaves, nice young fresh leaves you can also use to like dolmados, even the grape leaves obviously.
Amazing.
Yeah, and again you can eat, young leaves are nice to eat.
Nice.
Like pick that off, go so far.
Take this.
And then, yeah, rainwater harvesting. More camellias, more pumpkins coming out this area here, and then obviously lots more bananas. And then here's the chicken coop area. Yeah, lots of more weeds in here that are edible, and beans growing here, lima beans.
Some tomatoes.
Oh, this. Check this out. So taste this. Have you ever eaten this? We call it umsobo. Family over tomato.
I think
Almost like licorice. Make jam with it. So I'll try that thing. Right, here's also the black one, so otherwise it's poison because it's a nightshade family.
Yeah, I know you.
Very nice plant. And this is called spider spinach. Also you can eat the flowers and the young leaves.
Nice.
And here's our chicken. Hello chicken.
Hello, chicken.
How are you? So at 11 o'clock usually we open up and they all come and they walk around everywhere. We get eggs from them. Also meat sometimes. And then we have the mothers and the babies that side.
Okay.
They don't come out. Either monkeys or animals or big birds or otherwise.
They attack them.
That's when we get new chickens. We put them in there. They have a pond there.
Oh, nice.
Frogs and things. And yeah, you can see it's crazy, all the stuff. Sometimes I cover the pumpkins so at least the monkeys don't get it or the chickens peck it, but there's lots for them they can eat.
Yeah.
And again, we can eat all this vegetable as well. The young leaves, eat that as well.
This one. Beautiful, man.
Food for Africa.
Yeah, food for him. Congratulations. Very beautiful. And thank you for showing everything. Yeah.
And then we make compost tea. When we clean the chickens, their poop go in here, add water, and use that tea, dilute it with water, and you throw it on the plants, and like you see, they grow like crazy.
Nice.
Muti.
Muti. Tomato.
That's their story. Yeah, so our borehole is down there with our solar. We pump the water up to there, and then gravity feeds it to all the buildings.
Oh, nice. Beautiful.
And then the toilets there work on rainwater. And you can see our solar panels are up there. Hello!
Are we going now?
Yeah, about 5 minutes. Yeah, and then we've got lots of things happening here. A little pool there, trampolines. We're busy building a rabbit a cage there that we can carry around. Put it on the grass, they eat the grass, and then rabbits are also going to be lawnmowers, composting, and meat.
Beautiful.
For those who eat meat.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, so it goes on and on. We've got wood there for more energy. Poppers.
Man, thank you so much for showing me everything.
And then again, yeah, so many.
Nice.
I like everything to kind of, for me, to be transparent. So even my life, they can see how I live with kids,
Yeah.
you know. I've got my own children, they live close by there with horses, so I couldn't food forest because of horses, so I came here. But yeah, that's my little pausey. My art room's there. And it goes on and on.
Yeah, beautiful.
On and on.
And the berimbau playing.
Yeah, we have a music room with a very nice piano.
Oh, nice.
Tuned to 432 hertz. Usually, what they did in 1930, the World Health, or whoever bloody people are who think control the world, they retuned everything to 440 hertz. All the instruments,
Yeah, that's true.
music, and we went back to 432. It's a human sound, not a machine sound. So it's very different when people play that. Yeah, and we have trumpet. I play trumpet as well. We have trumpet lessons once a week.
Nice.
Kids have horse riding lessons for my daughter rides horses. Yeah, so, and there's lots of instruments. So we have a lot of the freestyle jams going on. Here's also more lima beans. Yeah, passion fruit. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. That's it. Thank you so much.
Crazy. It's a pleasure. Thanks, guys. Yeah, my plan is just that everybody, I like it when people learn and they start their own thing and they can be independent.
Yes, for sure.
Like, I'm not like a business where more people must come and pay. No, they must do their own things. There must be more schools like this. Not everybody must go. It's not a competition.
Of course.
Like the more the merrier.
The better, yeah. The more schools like this, the better.
Art places, whatever. Hello, Coco.
Hello, go.
Yeah, so lots of things.
Vai, berimbau!
Cool. Okay, I think we can
Thank you so
start
much.
to
Yes.